Hi, this is Kelly Bailey with Health Centered Life, and I'm excited to talk today about whether you should build for rank or for power of three in your doTERRA business. So this question is asked a lot. A lot of people have very strong opinions on which you should choose, but the long and short of it for me is you don't have to choose. You can do both. doTERRA has had a very great success with their comp plan, and their comp plan supports both rank advancement and power of three bonuses. So the way that they work, they actually do work together. So you can use this to your benefit. I have a few tips and tricks to not make bad decisions when you're building for power of three, and making sure that you're building under the right people to build out that bonus. So we'll just go quickly over the three power of three bonuses. One is you've got you at the top and three people underneath you that all have a 100 PV or more order. And that's an LRP order every month. And if you have that in place and you plus their volume, everyone on your top line, not just those three, but if all of that equals at least 600 PV and you have the three 100 PV orders, you will earn a $50 bonus that month from doTERRA. Now this is really great at the beginning because you get that and it's paying for about half of your monthly order and you can start feeling great about it. It's kind of funny, I actually earned this bonus before I knew what I was doing. I didn't even know what it was. So I kind of had misconceptions about what doTERRA was for as far as network marketing, and I didn't realize there were several ways that we got paid. So I actually had to ask my enroller why I got a $50 check on top of my Fast Start checks. And she explained to me the power of three, and I thought it was really beautiful. So I did see the value of power of three right away because it helped to offset the cost of that initial order that I needed to place every month in order to create income. So for me, that was kind of where it ended as far as my goals to further that bonus. It wasn't my intent over the next 6 months or so to create more of that and to get to the $250 bonus where those three people have their three people. But it did sort of happen naturally. So we got really, really close to that $250 bonus. And at that point, we decided we're going to start, I say we, my husband and I. He mostly does real estate and I'm the doTERRA portion of this. So if you hear me say we, that's why. But we decided that we would just try to fill in those gaps with some people so that we could get that $250 bonus solidified. And then we kept working towards our rank and we kept working towards other things. And through that process, we started to get closer and closer to that $1,500 bonus, which is beautiful. That bonus really changes a lot of things. And it's, I used to get that for designing a logo, and now I'm getting it residually because we have a great structure on our team. So there's much, much value to building for power of three. What I don't recommend people do is to put people underneath others that are not builders, because if you do that and then somebody underneath there takes off and decides to do this business, the person above them is not interested in supporting or helping them because they never wanted to do this as a business. So now that's going to fall on you. And early in your business, that's okay because you've got so few people on your team. But as you grow, you're really going to want all of your people to have several layers of support between you and them, so that you are not in management mode all the time and you're having to spend a lot of your time supporting people who are so far down and really should have other people that can help, because that's going to exhaust you. It's going to make your work-life balance really bad, and you don't want that. So don't put people underneath other people just for power of three purposes. That's the only thing I would say to avoid with power of three. But if you've got someone who is building the business and then you've just enrolled somebody who's also going to be a regular orderer, you could put someone in that position underneath that builder to help build out power of three. And that's great. And it's totally okay to do that and not worry about how it's going to affect other things. However, if you're doing this properly, like we just talked about, and putting people underneath real builders, that's going to create your rank, right? So it's not an either or. If you were to just focus on hitting silver and you've got you and you've got your three leaders with elite, that are all elite, then you're going to probably naturally get your 250 power of three, because those leaders of yours are going to have their own leaders eventually and they're working towards silver. And then you've got 4 silvers and your diamonds. So these are all really, really great. I would always just, when you're making placement decisions, look at the whole picture and say, okay, this person needs to be here from a relationship standpoint or a location standpoint or whatnot. And also, if I put them in a specific place on the team, it could help me with power of 3 or for rank. A lot of times those coincide really beautifully. So don't pick and choose. Early on, I do encourage my new builders who are on a tight budget to go ahead and really try for that $50 bonus. And the beautiful thing about that $50 bonus is it doesn't have to be builders who help that happen for you. It can be customers. So if you're enrolling a lot of people and you want that $50 bonus, you can put 2 or 3 of them on your top line, even if they're not builders, because it's going to help you get that bonus. But once you're starting to really build out and do your rank, you're not going to build out underneath those people who are just ordering regularly. That is one of the biggest mistakes that new people make is, oh, well, Susie is spending her $100 a month and I'm just going to put so-and-so underneath her. Well, Susie has never said she wanted to do this as a business. Now all of a sudden there's pressure on her, potentially. You're having to support all the people underneath her, and you're just kind of stuck when you really want to rank advance because, yes, you can put a bunch of volume under Susie, but she's not going to have structure and she's not going to rank advance past probably elite if she's not really wanting to do this business. So now you're stuck at silver. So really, really make sure your top line builders have been vetted. You really want to work with these people. They're committed. I would rather you have just 1 or 2 committed builders than to have 5 or 6 so-so builders that not really committed to it. They don't really make any goals. They don't do those income producing activities. And then you're trying to just like force it to work all the time and you're just dragging a dead horse. Much better to wait for the right person to come along. And if you're interested in building out some teams but you don't have a builder yet, look at my video on placeholders that is also on this YouTube channel, and you can learn how to utilize placeholders to really help advance your business before you have real builders. I hope this has been helpful. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk soon.